don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is DJ Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Carson. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, his throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 4.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Carson, incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there.
Again, Wilson. And it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm. Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
By Aldon Smith.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And 7 at the 41-yard line.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray going to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Gurley And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and...
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
Stopped short of the goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals, nothing.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And that's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins.
When you're struggling on the offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
It is good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 3.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Throwing again. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Kyler Murray sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now it's Carson. Got some room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett.
Complete to Tyler Lockett.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. 21.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Out comes this offense again, led by Trey Burton. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got Burton here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it with Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier. Marcel Darius on the stop. No gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
From the gun, Murray. And this is incomplete. And this one too low.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
2nd down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cardinals 17.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Murray to air it out again. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor.
And all the way in, and touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Going for it all. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Carson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he's able to put it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 7, 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers.